The world is changing and changing fast. Technology, education, health, eating habits, fashion. There is hardly anything in life that is not changing. With such a fast-paced lifestyle, sometimes it becomes difficult to keep a check on our fitness. Because of this, we look for different and quick ways of staying healthy. So, my question to you is, even with all these efforts, are you getting the desired results you want? If not, then today I'm going to talk about an eating method which could be the solution to your problems. Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another video on my channel. So today we are going to talk about what is intermittent fasting. Before getting into this video, I just want to tell you that I won't get into an in-depth study of the entire eating pattern, but rather I will give you an overlook on intermittent fasting. But trust me, once this video is completely over, you will get a fair idea on what intermittent fasting is about and how to go about it. So, without wasting any time, let's get right into the video. Everyone's main question is, what is intermittent fasting? Why is it so famous? And what's so special about it? Well, intermittent fasting is not a diet, it's an eating pattern. Yes people, you heard me. Intermittent fasting doesn't tell you what to eat. In fact, it tells you how and when to eat. What do I mean by this is that we have an eating window in which we squeeze all our meals in it. But once we pass this phase, our fast begins. So let me help you to understand this by giving you 3 famous rules of intermittent fasting. Let's go. Method number 1, the 16 by 8 method. In this method, you have an 8-hour eating window and the rest 16 hours you fast. Let's say you have an eating window from 12 noon to 8 p.m. So whatever meals you have to eat within this time. In short, you have to skip breakfast and dinner. The 16 by 8 rule is comparatively easier to follow and also famous among all other methods. Method number 2, the eat stop eat method. This method takes the entire week into consideration. Eat stop eat rule method involves eating normally for 5 days in the week and fasting for 24 hours for any 2 days of your choice in the whole week. Let's say I choose Monday and Thursday to fast for 24 hours. So apart from these 2 days, the rest days I'll eat normally. Method number 3 is the 5:2 method. This method is similar to eat stop eat rule, the only difference being that instead of fasting for 2 days, you have to eat 500 to 600 calories for 2 days of the week and the rest 5 days you eat normally. So these are the top 3 methods of intermittent fasting. So before I move on, one tip I'd like to give you is, even though intermittent fasting doesn't give you any restrictions on what to eat, it doesn't mean you can eat anything you want within your eating window. I'd recommend you to eat healthy so that you get results better, and you could probably cheat once in the whole week. So how does intermittent fasting helps you to lose weight? The basis of losing fat is very simple. You have to eat below your maintenance calories, you have to train well so that you burn more calories than you consume, you have to eat right, and you have to sleep well. So that's what intermittent fasting does. Fasting helps to consume lesser calories than normal, thus changing your body hormone in such a way that stored fat becomes more accessible. What do I mean by this is that body uses the fat stored as energy to burn calories. Because of this, you start seeing changes in your body by toning up, and the most important, by seeing results. So, what are the health benefits of intermittent fasting? Apart from fat loss, there are a lot of health benefits of intermittent fasting. One of the most important benefits is that intermittent fasting facilitates cell repair process, which removes waste material from cells. Another important benefit is that intermittent fasting enhances gene expression, which helps you to live longer and protect you from various diseases. Type 2 diabetes, which is so common among people, can be easily prevented by intermittent fasting, as fasting helps to reduce insulin resistance. Other health issues concerning the heart like high blood cholesterol and low blood pressure can be prevented. Intermittent fasting also increases brain capacity and memory, and also increases blood levels of HGH, which is one of the most important hormones of our body, also known as human growth hormone, which helps to build muscle and also lose fat. Some studies have shown that intermittent fasting can prevent major diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, and also prevent oxidative stress and inflammation caused by free radicals. So let's discuss the side effects of intermittent fasting. There are no such long-term side effects of intermittent fasting, but there are some negative side effects like overeating, constipation, feeling hungry, feeling tired, etc. For women, sudden changes in menstrual cycles is possible. But all of these effects are only possible if intermittent fasting is not followed properly. So I am going to give you guys 3 main tips which will help you to avoid these effects. Alright, so tip number 1. Drink a lot of water when following intermittent fasting. Water is so important for the body, and having good amount of fluid intake will keep you hydrated and avoid a lot of side effects. Tip number 2 is include good amount of protein, healthy fats and fibers in your diet. Also, buy a multivitamin tablet and have it with your first meal after the fast. Since you have vitamins, fibers and macros in your diet, you will easily counter issues like tiredness and constipation. So tip number 3 is don't directly jump into intermittent fasting. You can progress gradually through the eating pattern. What do I mean by this is, let's take the 16/8 rule into consideration. So a normal person cannot jump directly to the 16-hour fasting. So what he or she can do is first start with the 12-hour fast, then go to a 14-hour fast, and then jump to the 16-hour fast. Because of this, the body starts to adapt to the fasting pattern, and effects like overeating and feeling tired and hungry can be avoided. So that was it for the video. If you found it useful, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification on so that you get posted every time I post. Also, I really appreciate all your support, so thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.